Hello, this is Gnomes Are Yummy, and today we are having a match between, well, my favorite Protoss player and my second favorite Zerg player. And we have Huck here, that would be the Protoss, saying, I'm not even going to say that, because you could interpret that weirdly. And anyway, this is Idra versus Huck, basically. Idra's one of my favorite Zerg players, but he doesn't go for the heavy macro of Demaga along with the creep spread. He usually goes for heavy macro, heavy micro. But he's pretty damn cool anyway. These are both top pro players. I would have found out more about them if I could have been asked. But basically, wow, super early scout off of this probe, and this overlord is going off. And just so you know, these people are awesome. You will never see me play like this because I can't, to put it simply, and I just realized I've had this in ×2. I will now slow it down. I think I may actually do that more often, putting it in ×2 for the start, because to be honest, as interesting as it is to see somebody spam drones, well, it isn't. So anyway, oh, he's going 15. I haven't actually seen this before, so I don't know what's happening. Getting his Vespene at 15 or 14, depending on what you want to say, and a spawning pool at 14 as well. Gonna build another one. Yeah, I need to take on this. Usually I wait a bit longer, or I usually build it a bit faster, but then again, I don't play Protoss much. And, well, you know, Protoss don't care that much about rushing. So I don't even know if I'm fit to commentate this, because this, I feel, is going to be an awesome game. Yeah, these are two pros. And I've seen some of their other matches, and wow, some of the players just awesome. A Terran versus Huck one was particularly amazing, and he's got his little probe doing a dance, which is going to make me dizzy. Anyway, they're machines, they don't get dizzy, they don't care. And appears to be doing a pretty basic starting build for Zerg, to be honest, sending out the actual scout that works. Because, to be honest, Overlords suck. So anyway, the Protoss already knows where he is. He's getting his little block out and probably going to put, well, is going to put a Zealot over there because, well, one can assume that, what with it being Zerg and all that, oh, he's put a pylon there. Right, so not only does the pylon give him sight, but it also okay, so it stops the Zerg from expanding, which is one, hilarious, and two, really effective. And he's just cancelling them as he goes. He's gonna have to cancel that pretty soon. Yeah, it's hilarious, mind. There you go. Cancels them just as they're gonna be made. And runs away with this probe's life. So he's got away with everything. Not to mention he's getting out his first Zealot, so chances are not of him being taken by these early Zerglings in the middle line. But Idra's probably going to go for it anyway. I mean, it's worth a try. You can just always pull back, because usually the Zealot's on hold. Should be chrono boosting this out. Yeah. Kind of a clever thing to do. It's probably going to put it on hold. Probes can walk through your own units, by the way. And, oh dear, he's supply blocked. That's probably not a good thing. So anyway, not only has he gone for the spawning pool and all that, but he is also going for an early expand. So, no roach rush, although, higher tiers of play, that's never really going to happen, is it? And just seems to be focusing on his economy because, yeah, it's Protoss, and Protoss are just not going to rush you. Anyway, so this Zealot is going to stop those little Zerglings from coming in and trying to get his builders. But it's worth it for the Zerg to just give a little poke, see what he can find. But it's pretty beside the point. And as long as he has that threat, then chances are there's stealing some minerals. My minerals, says the Zergling, even though Zerglings can't harvest minerals and it doesn't matter to them. So anyway, he's got a sentry, and together they are going to kill all those Zerglings. But the Zerglings do have metabolic boost. 4.7 movement speed. Wow. So just, the Zerglings are just taunting them, and maybe trying to just do a bit of damage or get into the mineral line while they can. But other than that, nothing big. So down here, we have the hatchery started up, so lots and lots of good minerals, getting his extra extractor, and I can never say with pros whether they're going to do it. Okay, so they're going to go roaches. No banelings. Oh well, that seems pretty logical, seeing as this is protoss, and banelings against protoss are pretty damn weird. So, the protoss going for an early expand as well. And, of course, putting one at the bottom, so he can just warp in units nicely over there, which is always handy. And getting a Stargate. Ooh, this is going to be nasty. So he's going for a bit of a Stargate rush. And the chances of the Zerg having anything to stop a Stargate this early, besides your Queen, which is not going to take a Stargate at all, are pretty damn low. To put it honestly. And here, the Roach Warren's coming up, so that is quite effective. Not many people do that kind of rush, and look, that little Void Ray's out. Void Rays are quite expensive, but if used properly, they are just so good. Look, they do tons against armored, and lots of health, lots of armor, all that good stuff. However, they are very expensive, and if you lose one, it's not just like losing a probe. Not in the least. So anyway, he, by the looks of it, has his warp tech and is warping in units down here. Don't know what he's warping. Ah, okay, so he's going for sentries and zealots, so a pretty defensive thing. Not wasting too much Vespene so he can get those Void Rays, which are always nice. And up here, got some roaches out, which are always nice, and got increasing movement speed of Overlord, so he's probably going to make a creep highway and all that good stuff. Lots of pros do that. It's quite sensible. I never do it, but I don't know. You know. And spawning larvae as fast as those little Zergies can. And spamming drones. Spamming drones is the fine art of Zerg play. It's not fine, but it's what Zerg do. And it's kind of amusing, nonetheless. So, anyway. Getting his Vespene. So, probably going for just Hydras and Roaches, as per expectation. Because that's pretty much all that can be done as Zerg. Until a bit later, where you choose between Ultralisks and Broodlords, which is absolutely retarded, because you always choose Broodlords, because Broodlords are Ultralisks that have higher range, fly, and can't get blocked by Zerglings. In fact, Ultralisks are completely retarded. They are... okay, I won't even start ranting. Oh dear. Never get Ultralisks, unless you know you're gonna win. Yeah, then get Ultralisks. Poor little thing. Killed a creep tumor. Dastardly. So, just gonna do some damage with these, and he's gonna need a... Yeah, he's getting his Hydralisk den up. And these Void Rays are probably gonna be a bit buggered by the Queens. But anyway, they're at full power, so those Queens are going down pretty damn fast. However, I think they are light armored, so... yeah. And this poor little Queen is just not going to make it out alive, not in the least. And pulling out that Void Ray, like, I'm at 7 health, and you could have one-shot me, but, oh, he does, nice catch, and looks like some Hydras coming out here, which will repel those Void Rays pretty damn soon. And his macro seems to be slipping, although for a pro, that probably just means he's building up to something. And what could he be building up to? More Void Rays, logical. Getting upgrades? Probably will do, it's protoss. Nice. Building some photon cannons. Don't see them often. Enjoyable. Hydra's out. Run. Quite a few Hydras. Then again, it is 10 minutes into the game, and probably should have a bigger army than this. I mean, it is Zerg. So anyway, run. Run, little Void Rays. Escape with your lives, although this one is not looking hopeful. Although he probably will. Just maybe sacrificing his life. Gets away! Skills. No. Ugh. It's in the balance, isn't it? It's giving him a little shock here and there. I think now would be a time to tactically get away. Gank the Overlord. Overlords die really to Void Rays. There's nothing like a good old Void Ray for ganking those Overlords. And here we have a little attack force just going to give a little poke, see what they can find. Can they find any weaknesses? And well, because of that army composition, by the looks of it, no. I mean, Zealots and those sentries are not really going to beat up a bunch of roaches and hydras, are they? I mean, yeah, let's be honest with ourselves here, completely. It's not gonna happen. So, from what I know of Huck, he is going to go Colossus, because he's the only person I've ever seen going Colossus against Protoss, which probably means it's a pretty damn big bet that he is actually going to go Colossus against Zerg, because everyone does, even me. And I don't even play Protoss, and I go Colossus against them, because it's just that good. So anyway, that was a bit of a failed attack, which lost a lot of resources, and you can see here, the resource count. Idra has lost like next to nothing, and Liquid Huck has lost a whole ton. And he's gonna have to have something up his sleeve here. So he's got a robotics facility, which means he will probably be going for those delicious little Colossus to fry the little Zerg's brains. And I'm gonna have a look at the Zerg now, because I feel I've been excluding them, but I always just assume that, because I play Zerg, that everyone knows what's happening, because it's pretty stereotypical. So anyway, spamming roaches and hydras, getting this upgrade, which is always good against Protoss, as I've said before. Upgrades in Protoss are kind of the death and the survivability. I don't know what else you could call it. And anyway, setting up another expansion over here, and already got over 100 on his supply, which is kinda nice. He's got building a nice little creep highway, and he's got quite a sizable army. So it's not looking too good. Phoenix. Yep, Phoenix is gonna do loads, you know. Probably just to gank the Overlords, really, because if they try and make the Overlords run away, then you're gonna shoot. Oh, this is gonna be nice positioning. Getting those Stalkers up on the ledges and then blocking them. So we're gonna see some cool blocks here, and chunk, chunk. Oh, that was lovely. Beautiful. Beautiful, I call it. And get those Stalkers up there to just gank those little things. I love seeing good players. And I dream that one day I will be able to play like them. I dream. I do dream. No matter what people think of me. So anyway, just trying to do some damage with the Stalkers on the ledge there, just running away when those Overlords come try to scout it. Maybe try and snipe the Overlord, just get some good stuff off. Look at their production, see what's happening. Army. Well, a ton of Hydras, that upgrade, and they're getting the Protoss upgrade weapon. Ground weapons upgrade. Which is weird, you don't often see a Zerg getting an upgrade in before Protoss, but then again. So we here have a robotics bay, which means he's going to be going for lovely Colossus, and